H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it's a great, great Tuesday. I'm already seeing stuff. Kim Jackson talking about she's watching Peace Jam on your phone. How do you watch it, Kim? I don't even know, Kim. Show me how you watch it. A JL3 play at 1 p.m. Well, I'm gonna be missing that because I'm gonna be on the show. But tell me how you're watching it, Kim. But it's Tuesday, and let me see who are the 5 people in our starting 5. Let's look. Starting 5, who we affectionately call the starting 5 because they're the first 5 people that signed into the feed, to the Chop Shop feed via Facebook or YouTube. And today, we got Melvin Dews, Rick Wilmore, Gary Sinclair, Chris Charles, and that is Moody. Wow, all dudes. Oh, y'all know Alan. I'm not liking that. But what we got? But we got Mindy Collins as the sixth lady. Let me see. Let me go down and see. Kim Jackson's in the building. Sonya's in the building. Kim, right? Tell me how you watching the Peace Jam. You know what, y'all? I'm so blind. I forgot the day was Tuesday. I'm serious. You know I've been gone, so I forgot it. So it starts today. I did not know that, Kim. What's up, Derek Holber? Hey, Morris. What's going on? Hey, Karen. Do me a favor, y'all. Before we go any further, we got so much stuff that we didn't cover yesterday, but I got some things I want to get off my, not just, but no. I want you to do me a favor. Just do me a favor right now. Tag somebody, text somebody, call somebody, and tell them that they need to hear this word. There's something on the Chop Shop today. Text them and tell them right now, and do that favor for me. I saw something the other day. Paige Beckers. I did share it with you yesterday. She had a unique speech at the ESPYs. She had a unique speech, and I wanted to share that with y'all today. You probably already seen it, but it's a unique speech. But do me a favor, just text the show right now before I go any further. I think I just shared it already. We got to share. Somebody called me last night and said, "Man," and I know y'all do. We ain't talking about y'all. Don't get offended. See, if you haven't done, if you already done, have shared it, then you all right. But if you hadn't shared it, we hope we can convince you to share the show with your people. You know, I know some of y'all don't want everybody to know what you're doing, but I understand it. But this particular show, a lot of people need this stuff because I'm seeing a lot of mistakes being made over and over and over. And if these people just had this information, maybe it'll help them. What's up, D Hall? Uh, D Hall watching from his hospital room. Keep Thanks for keeping my spirits up. Oh man, D Hall, I didn't know you was in the hospital. Get well soon, man. Wow, y'all, your prayers up to Don Hall, um, one of our faithful and avid listeners. Man, thank you, man. I mean, thank you for letting us know. Get well soon, man, because we got to get on that golf course. I'm ready for you. You out here, you done got a lot better than you used to be. So I need you to come out here. I need a little something. Thank you, Rick Brown. Is that it, Rick Brown? Rick Brown, what's that article you just sent? Um, is I'm just trying. What's up, Anson? Let me talk to my people a little bit. Jay Jackson, what's up? Where is where Pete? Hold up. Kim Jackson, quit being selfish and share how you watching the Peace Jam on your phone. See, that we go again. Uh, so where was I? Come on. Like I said, a lot of stuff that I didn't share yesterday, and but I did want to talk to y'all about this summer pro league, man. In Houston is getting to be some fire. There's no excuses. They're gonna be off this week, right? They're gonna be off this week because the next week they're gonna be at Fondy. They ended their stint at Forge because Fondy, was had Fondy was using the city was using Fondy for something else. Uh, oh, thank you, Rick. My bad, Rick. My bad. Fondy was using to house some people, homeless people or whatever over there. I remember because I said, but these the big matchups this week. They had this Justin Reynolds, Cam Reynolds, who went to Pearland and played for the Rockets briefly. Played, he'd been a journeyman around the league. His team is good. They got what's his name? Jesse Zarzuela. And see, you notice I'm trying to watch how I'm pronouncing people's names. Stephen A. Smith got in trouble for messing with people's names this weekend. He had to apologize. But I'm just trying to. Some of these names, y'all, are hard. I'm telling y'all sometimes when I know I'm going to discuss a hard name, y'all got the excuse. I even go to YouTube and try to find pronunciations of the name so I can be, vaguely, because I'm not gonna get every name right. Some of these names I'm just not used to saying them. But I just wanted. Oh, I did. He said I'm not gonna try it again. But Jesse, you know what I like about Jesse? Somebody told me Jesse said he want to break every record in the pro-am history. Kevin Allen. The Defenders dropped 2 games this weekend. I was telling you about the Twins and the Defenders. They had a lot of injured players. I thought they just didn't show up, but they had a few injured players. Shannon Shorter had won 3 games in a row. The number 2, but the number 2 team was the Defenders, and they didn't show up for 2 games. So that might put them in a bad thing. Then I heard there was some jealousy in the MVP race, just like it is in the NBA. Some guys said they should be who should be the MVP. Hey man, y'all got to hear me. There's no excuses pro-am that's put on by Casey. Hey, y'all just do me a favor. Y'all got to go by there. Just do me a favor. If you like basketball, go by there. Y'all got to understand the guys are. It's some jealousy about who's gonna be the MVP of the league. One of the members, D'Angelo Harrison, I saw. They sent me some information. He's gonna go into the 76ers camp, mini camp soon. Yeah, Will, you got to make it by Friday next week and check out the pro-am. What's up, Ivan? Ivan, you gonna love it. Ivan Petty, you're a basketball purist. You'll love that pro-am. No excuse summer program. Am. It's gonna be but what else happened? And let me show you how the playoffs coming up soon, y'all. They got a unique playoff format. They're gonna have the first top 8. The first round, the winners advance and the losers go home. But they're gonna have a best of 3 for the semifinals. That's never been done before. They're gonna have a best of 3. D'Angelo a walking bucket. Yes, he's been invited to the Sixers camp, mini camp, and I called Sam yesterday. and said, man, because I had to call Sam first because Sam Cassell interviewed for the Washington Wizards job, and he just said he don't think he's going to get it. They thinking about Darvin Ham. Y'all got to remember that's why you have to win. Darvin Ham is still in the finals with the Milwaukee Bucks, and the other vacancy for the Pelicans, it might be filled by Willie Green. He is the assistant for the uh, Phoenix Suns. So those two black African American guys, those next to the Washington Wizards and the Pelicans, might be Savannah year for black coaches. You remember Chris Walker said to us, we better take advantage of these next 3 years. What's up, Matt? Hey, you bet. What's going on? Um, yes. I'm gonna play that for y'all about Paige Beckers. What's up, Matt? Matt, what you think about Paige? But y'all go by there, man. Let me tell you something. They and those the semifinal games with the No Excuses Summer Pro League, they're gonna have a regulation game. The clock gonna stop. It ain't gonna be no running clock. They're gonna be real. I think the playoffs start on the 29th. I mean, it's just I'm gonna keep giving you. I support this league so much because y'all got to realize I played in this league. I wanted to be a part. I told Casey this year, I want to be a part of it. I want to figure out what can I do because guess what? I played in this league, so of course I want this league to be great. I want the young guys to grow up saying they want to go play in the pro am. So next year it's gonna be crazy. Guess what? I saw Corey Brewer team is killing. Jared Vanderbilt came and played with one of the teams the other night. Let's see, it was some more kids. I mean, it's a unique situation. You get a chance to go to Fondy. You get a chance to watch some of your old heroes, your young heroes. I know Crystal Wicks. I know she's there, and but I just wanted to share that with y'all. Didn't get a chance to yesterday, but the No Excuses Pro-Am. But baseball all-star game tonight to all your baseball guys. I think Mindy's on here. Baseball all-star. They had the home run competition last night. I taped it. I hadn't had a chance to see it. But Trey Phillips, I'm glad you here. Yeah, women rock every day, but this is women. This Tuesday though, Trey. This ain't Wednesday. It's Tuesday. Ain't the day Tuesday? Oh, okay. Uh, the USA team lose again. This time, Walter Yates, they lose to Australia. With that guy I don't like. They play for Utah. What's that? Joe Ingles. Something about him I don't like. Something about him I don't like. But shout out again to Junior Lofton. He had a little get together last night. He got off the plane and flew to town. Parents picked him up from the airport. They came straight to to the restaurant, and we had a great time. Matter of fact, I got to show you the picture. I did not realize Junior was that dang tall. Make me look like I did. Boy, oh my goodness. Hold up, that's a picture of him, Jim, and I last night. Great. I mean, great. Let me tell y'all something, man. That family and the people. Um, I mean, it's just different. He's just different. I'm just gonna tell you. I know a lot of y'all know him and been around. I know they done played in class program. But he used to be a guard. They were showing me some pictures. I didn't know he played with Nate Lacewell kid. He played with who else? Somebody else was on that team. They was telling me so much last night. Uh, it was just unbelievable, man. How he greeted and thanked everybody in the room. I got to touch his gold medal. Uh, Mom so proud, dad so proud. Proud family, man. It's just unique when things like this happen in our community. This young kid grew up, and yeah, I'm gonna talk about him. Gonna be on. Matter of fact, he's gonna be on the show on Thursday. Uh, but the kid grew up. Gotta understand, he 18 years old. Chop Shop been around for 6 years, 5, 6 years, right? This kid grew up on the Chop Shop. He grew up with the Chop Shop in his head. He used to he told Jimmy, I'm gonna give me some of them magazines, I'm gonna sell them. These young kids, that see one thing we got to always do. We got to we got to support our people. I always tell you, that's why I'm supporting them. But this family supports us. This family watches the Chop Shop faithfully. You follow me? I was in there last night. A guy told me, "What's up, man? Can I buy you a drink, man? Can I buy you a mojito? I heard you." I said, "Dude," he said, "I was watching the show today." I mean, it's just so. It just make me proud, man. When you remember I told y'all a long time ago. I was saying, y'all share the show now, share the show because it's about to it's about to get crunk in a minute. But if this was your son, you'll be sharing it all over the world. I'm talking about, but this particular time, we talk about Junior Lofton and young kid. It's just good to be around people that I mean they support. I can really say they support this show. You follow me? I mean, it was just ever. I got to meet. I got in trouble because I talked about uh, uh, a young lady on the show before, and another young lady. I ain't calling no names. Came in and said, "Mr. Hattie, you ain't said nothing about me. I'm better than I said, "Ooh, I like that." So it's y'all. This a unique. This a unique community we have. That's why I always tell y'all we just need to respect each other a little bit more because we don't know how much time we got left. Miss Cheryl checked out the other night. She's gone. She's an ancestor now, and we got that. I know you don't have to like everybody, but be respectful. That's why I always tell y'all be respectful because y'all got to understand this show goes out around the world. Jimmy and I are responsible for the content, not y'all. They ain't gonna look at y'all. They're gonna say, "Hey, Rob, why you got?" So y'all, let's help each other. Make this thing the way. I just got a phone call. I can't wait to text them back from somebody. That's probably gonna be on the show soon. But congratulations to the Lawton family. I'm just so proud of them. The mom. I mean, just Gina, just unbelievable. And that Mr. Lofton, thank y'all so much, man. It's Mark Berman crashed the party last night. It came in and saw Rossi there. Saw a lot of people in the community. I just see. I didn't know how many. I sit there and watched how whole community was a what was affected last night. I didn't know they they connected to this family and this family and this family through summer basketball. That's why I tell y'all I'm trying to figure out a way I can make summer basketball a better environment because I see what it does for our people. I see what it does for our people. I see this family. He used to play on this team. Junior played on this team. He played on this team. And that shout out to Clyde Jackson again. And that Blue Chips program. Shout out to all the program. RL9, Fox. So I want about the defenders. I can't keep up. There's so many of y'all. The Houston Hoops. Shout out to all of y'all. But it was just me sitting back and just watching that unfold and watching how that's this is our you remember I said something? I said these are our natural resources. Junior came out of this community. So that's why we have to watch who benefits from our natural resources. We got to be very conscious. I'll never forget. Google his name, Terrell Buckley. I've told this story before. Google his name, Terrell Buckley. That was our first ever client. Okay, top 4 pick NFL draft. I mean, he was Deion Sanders before Deion Sanders. Terrell Buckley. I never forget the young man was talking to him, and how he come down to visit with us. Come down and visit Carl, come down and visit me, and he watched us for for Rick for stay for a week, just to hang out with us. We thinking he hanging out with us. We get on the plane, put him on the plane, Rick. He said something key, and I hope everybody listen to this, Status. He said, Mr. Hatter, he said, Carl, he said, everywhere you take me, you supported black businesses. We went to This Is It. We went to here, my barber, my dentist. I took my son to the doctor. My son's doctor, my daughter's doctor was black. Yes, before my daughter. He sit there and said, man, you practice what you preach. I said, yeah, it is real. This lie. He said, man, I'm glad to know that. He said, because he said, I could have went with anybody. He said, I just wanted to make sure the people that who represent me and who make money with me, I want to make sure when they leave me, they're not going behind white sheets to put over their head. Just from a young college kid going to the pros from Pascagoula, Mississippi, went to Florida State. He sat there and watched me, Corey Henderson, and watched my practices. Chris Walker, I want to share this story with you too. I'll never forget it. One of the greatest lessons that I've ever had, Terrell Buckley, a former client, Gary Carter, he hung with me for a week and hung with Carl for a week, and he watched us. And we thinking he's just down here hanging out. But Chris, he got on the plane, Chris Walker, and said, Mr. Hatter, everywhere you went, Robert, he said, your daughter's doctor was black. You took me to This Is It to eat. You took me everywhere you took me, you were supporting black businesses. Yo, this was 30 years ago. 30 years ago. I'm not just talking about this now. And Chris, he get on the plane. Guess what he said, Chris? I never forget. He said, Chris, he said, I could have went with anybody. I was the number 4 pick.
Right.
He said, I just wanted to make sure the guy who I was dealing with wasn't going buying white sheets to put over his head when he leaves. He from Mississippi, from Pascagoula, Mississippi. This young man at this age was thinking like that. He was gonna go, I got a black agent and I'm proud, and stuck his chest out. He said, them my dudes. Penny Hardaway said, hey, we go to an event, an all-star game. They say he wouldn't come out of the room until my plane landed. He wanted to be with his guys. Let me tell y'all something, man. I ain't telling y'all, Chris, and I don't know how I got on this. This is the Lord helping me with this, Chris. I'm not telling you to deal with somebody black just because. Yes, I am, just because he's black. But us black guys in power, us black businesses, we got to be great at what we did. We got to be great at what we do. Terrell Buckley, that year, when he was drafted, go look it up. He got paid. He was the 4th pick. He got paid more than the 3rd and the 2nd pick. So guess what? People say, oh, so guess what? That's how I got Penny loved Terrell. So when Penny found out I had Terrell, he said, hey, I got to have Rob, I got to meet T-Buck. That's what they call him. Then Penny Hardaway was the 3rd, number 3 pick, and probably got and broke the bank. Got more. Only reason Chris Webber could get a little bit more because Chris Webber was one year younger. Go Google it. So he can what, Chris? Add another year to his contract because he was younger. So those the kind of thing. And Chris, that's what I always tell us. Let's make sure that we're great at what we do. If you got a business, let's make sure it's the best business out there. Okay, that's my lesson for the day. But Chris, what's going on? Chris, I want you to share. I got something. I didn't.
You know what's going on? The USA team lost again.
Okay. But Chris, I'm not surprised.
What do you mean you're not surprised?
I'm not surprised.
Africa and Australia.
I'm not surprised. Patty Mills and Joe Ingles tore a new asshole in them. I'm not surprised.
So we're gonna get the countries with the bees, and they gonna beat them next. Like, what's going on, man? I mean, this is crazy.
Chris,
Kevin Durant.
Just cause you assemble a whole bunch of dudes can score the ball. Damon Lillard ain't never won nothing. He didn't win nowhere. Ain't never won nothing.
Come on, man.
Jason Tatum ain't won nothing.
These are superstars, man.
No, I ain't never call them. Y'all call them superstars. I ain't never call them no superstars. I told you ain't but a handful of superstars out there.
And they're saying it's exhibition. Aren't they trying to win?
Yeah, it's an exhibition, but you don't let these dudes.
Trying to win.
Hold up. These same guys gonna be in this. Hold up. These same guys, Paul Miranda, to just whoop your ass, they gonna be in the Olympics. I don't. You talking about dream? Can't dream. You can't bring a dream team back. Come on, Gary, quit drinking.
Y'all they won gold the last 2 Olympics. This team here is like a purple team. Like I don't know, they can win gold. What medal they gonna win? The purple medal? Like This is crazy. 0-2.
Hey,
they may lose to Argentina. If they lose to Argentina today, if they lose to Argentina,
yeah,
and they go 0-3 in exhibition,
yeah,
what is gonna be the next?
Get what Paul Miranda gonna say?
What?
It's just an exhibition. But Dominic Green, do me a favor. Email me your information at chopshophtx@gmail.com. We get together. Done deal. That's all you got to do is say it. It's done. But yeah.
Look at
but James Harden ain't on the team. Coach. Why you got to mention James Harden? Paul Miranda, come on, man. I'm just telling you, I didn't think much of this damn team.
What you mean?
I didn't think much of this team. And hold up. And guess what? Devin Booker gonna fly over after the finals. Middleton and Drew Holiday.
Isn't Devin Booker Canadian? He's gonna play with the Americans.
He gonna play with? No, he ain't no damn Canadian.
No, Devin Booker from Canada, man.
No, he's not. He's not Canadian though. No, he's not Canadian. You talking about who you talking about? Cause his dad is American.
Okay. But he grew up in Canada, didn't he?
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I can go right now. I can go over there in Italy right now and grow up over there. But I'm over here.
I get that, but I mean, I would think like Mitchell Wiggins is from America and Andrew Wiggins plays for Canada.
Yeah. But guess what? They lived in Canada. He chose to do that. I'm not sure Devin Booker was from Canada though. I didn't.
I thought he grew up in Canada.
Jason Tatum grew up in. Hold up. But he grew up in St. Louis, man. I know his mama.
No. Jason Tatum not from Canada.
Somebody said they can't hear me.
That's why I'm doing that cashmere.
You can't hear me, Joe Louis. Let me tell you something. Something is wrong if you can't hear me, because my vitals over here is real good. Check your device, because I know everybody else hear me. They would have said that a long time ago. Check your device, go out of it, and come back in, because I'm loud and clear. I can see my.
He says it's good now. He says it's good now.
Okay, but now
my point is, what does it say about? I mean, I like to hit a boom boom. What does it say about American basketball? Because I don't want to get into that debate that you and I had before the show, because people don't know we have debates before the show, after the show, and we talked about the Dream Team and its impact. Because this is a story, whether people want to say it's exhibition or not. This is a story. They're 0-2. If they go 0-3, should we replace Popovich?
Pop ain't playing.
What do you mean?
See, there you go. Pop ain't playing.
Okay, so he gets no blame?
Yeah, but he ain't playing.
He gets no blame then.
But he's about to be replaced anyway, Chris. He's on the way out.
Maybe he should get replaced for the Olympics.
No,
maybe
no,
this is the time to replace
him. No, not right now. Not. Come on. You always about time. I'm glad you're talking about a white coach for the time, because you're always trying to get a black coach fired. Thank you.
Hold on. I chop up Brad Stevens. I said Stan Van Gundy was a terrible hire. I mean, I chop guys
up. Chris, I got recency bias.
I chop up Steve Nash.
Chris, I got recency bias. I haven't heard it in a long time.
Frank Vogel. Come on, man. I chopped. Don't go there.
You just chopped up Frank. Chris, I didn't realize how big of a stan you are. I'm not gonna call LeBron say, Chris, if it's against LeBron or them Dallas Cowboys, Chris, I found out. Chris, I love you, man. I love you. I'm trying to help you, Chris. I'm trying to lay you on the couch right now, Chris.
Lay me down. Come talk to me.
Chris, something is wrong with you, man.
What do you mean?
You love LeBron.
How
Hold
you gonna
up.
go against the greatest player ever?
You
I
love
don't get it.
LeBron so much. If I mention Michael Jordan, wait, forget Michael Jordan. I can't stand it. I
Whoa,
can't.
whoa, 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 whoa! I never said I couldn't stand Michael Jordan. Are you crazy? I
Hold
had
up.
the first Michael Jordan sneakers in camp at
Chris,
San Marcos,
Chris,
what is it?
Chris,
What's that place? Texas State. They
Chris,
used to
you
call it something
talked
else back in
so
the day.
bad to me this morning. Chris, I felt violated how bad you talked to me this morning, man.
Listen, man. Listen. You guys and that Michael Jordan stuff, boy, y'all be killing me, man. Y'all kill me with that.
Chris,
Let me ask
you know what?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Let's listen to Boom Room Room talk for a second.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Okay.
I said, Hatter, look what's happening. This is the reason why we got on this. Because the reason why we got on this is because I said, hey, look at the NBA. If you look at the old Olympics, when Jordan played with the Dream Team, you said Jordan, transformed the game internationally. They did not play against all these pros. Now look at today's game. A lot of these pros are in these other games, and they can tear our head off now. They can tear our head off. It wasn't like that in the old NBA. So therefore, in my opinion, the NBA is better because it's more global. They got better players. Boom, boom, room, yes or no. That's all I'm saying, Hatter. So the NBA that Jordan played in ain't the NBA today. The NBA today is a better NBA. The players are more skilled. They're longer. They're faster. I'm just telling you, Ralph Sampson would have been.
I didn't disagree with that.
Sampson, how about this? Ralph Sampson would have been a guard today. He'd have played guard. He'd have been on the perimeter doing crossovers between the legs and shooting threes.
Chris, I didn't disagree with that.
Yeah, you did.
I just tried to add a fact to you that the reason the game grew globally is because of Michael Jordan. Man, ain't nobody think about no Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan.
This is what y'all do. Oh man, they need to invent something to make the ankle come back in one day. Call Michael Jordan. They need to do something to cure the ball from going off the. Man, Michael Jordan did that. The cure is always Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Chris, all I'm doing is giving you the history on how those people start after that Olympics, that 92 Olympics, and Michael Jordan and his campaign over there having a mural on the wall almost 1,000 feet tall. Guess what? Everybody wanted to be like Mike. Sometimes I dream that he is me.
Don't worry.
Hold on, Chris. Boom. Be like Mike. Huh? Chris.
The new Space Jam's getting ready to come out.
Chris, y'all, I'm not going to watch that mess. Hold up,
man.
I don't watch cartoons.
Can the players listen, Melvin Dukes? Can the players stop crying to the refs? These dudes act like they didn't watch the NBA back in the day, and the players yell at the refs too. You ever see a game of Magic Johnson crying to the refs?
Oh my God!
You ever see Michael Jordan during the time when they had the Jordan rules? How much he cried like a baby? These dudes be killing me.
Oh yeah.
They act like they don't remember history. Go look at some of them old. If you got a VHS, if you got one of them VCRs, because that's what they had those games on. Not like today. You got a VHS. Put the VHS in it and watch Michael cry like a baby.
Chris, let's get away from the narrative. Yes, they do. They do cry. They cried back then. They cried now. But Chris, I keep telling people, and I'm gonna keep. I think you probably wasn't on the show this day. I keep trying to explain to you how Michael and Bird saved the league. The league was on tape today. Hold on, let me finish. Can I finish? I just let you talk about that.
You said Magic and Bird.
Magic and Bird.
Yeah,
okay, I'm sorry.
That's what Magic.
Magic and Bird saved the league. The games was on tape delay. Wasn't nobody even thinking about it. They watched it after the 10 o'clock news. That's when the finals came on, okay? Then Michael Jordan made the league global. And LeBron James, now you can, made the league mobile. Made people say, okay, it's all right for me to leave and go somewhere else. Because they talking about Kevin Durant and all of them. But no, LeBron James, when LeBron James did it,
oh my God,
everybody, that's a compliment, Chris.
Listen.
That's a compliment.
If LeBron James did not play in Cleveland, where free agents wanted to come, he would never have left. If LeBron James started his career in New York, if LeBron James started his career in Chicago, LA or possibly Miami, he would have never have left his team because free agents, you know this, Hatter, free agents don't want to go to Cleveland. Free agents don't want to go to Charlotte. Free agents don't want to go to Sacramento. You know this, Hatter. So stop the BS.
No, I don't
and
know
talk
that.
to people the right way.
No, I don't. He just
Stop
didn't
that.
have enough juice to get those guys to come
Because
up
he
there.
hadn't
If
won
you
yet.
hold up, I bet you would have got on a plane and go up there with LeBron.
No, have you been to Cleveland?
Hold on. I bet you would have got on the plane. LeBron, can I play with you, LeBron?
Have you been to Cleveland?
I've been to
Have you been to
Cleveland.
Chicago?
They call it the
I would
mistake.
much rather go
Oh, excuse
to
me.
Chicago than go
They
to
call
Cleveland.
it the mistake by the lake.
Okay,
Cleveland.
exactly. So who wants to go play in Utah?
But
They don't
guess
get
what?
free agents.
People are going to play in Utah now.
Who?
Jordan Clarkson could have went anywhere. He chose to stay and go to Utah.
That bum? Are you serious? Stop it.
So six man of the year is a bum.
The dude that shoot it every time he touches it.
6 man of the year is a bum.
Hold up. Where's Utah right now? And where's Utah right now?
The same place over there hanging out with LeBron James.
See, there you go, man. There you go, man. You guys are crazy. If LeBron had played in a big market and people wanted to come play with him, there's no way he would have left the way.
Chris. If he that great, and I know y'all who always think Chris is right, Karen Roach.
Don't be hating.
Ain't no way in the world. If you that bad of a dude, I'm coming with you.
Come on, man. Stop it. Magic Johnson played in Los Angeles. Who don't want to play? Who don't want to play in LA? Shaq went to
Magic
LA.
didn't ask nobody to come play with him.
He didn't have to. Kareem was already there. And they got James Worthy off the draft. They got Byron Scott off the draft. Jamal Wilkes was already there. Norm Nixon was already there.
Chris, your argument. So hold up. So you a player. You ain't got to be there for 6 or 8 months out of the year.
Nah,
LeBron,
man, stop that.
Hold on. No. Can I talk?
Yes, you can, but you playing around.
You got enough money when the season over to go and buy an island. And you telling me that you worried about, I don't want to go to Cleveland. Man.
What about your family?
Cleveland for rich people is different from Cleveland for regular people.
Your family.
Let me repeat that. Cleveland for rich people is different from for regular people. If you're an NBA player, if you wanted to go to be with LeBron, then nobody want to go with him. Even Chris Bosh.
And plus they was hating on him. And I'm looking at this. Walter Yates, Jordan won with mediocre players 6 times. Well, let me see.
All Dennis I'm telling you is LeBron left Cleveland. What? Oh, LeBron left Cleveland. Hold up.
Ron Harper, mediocre. Tony Kukoc, mediocre. Man, Walter Smith, hey, can you push a button to delete Walter Yates' comments off this? Because he don't know what the hell he's a cashmere ram, and that's why he needs to get their head tore off the bone. Get him off the screen, man.
Now leave Walter alone. And I don't understand your comment. That's what I'm saying. I just said he talking about the CBA allows players to move around. I know. I've read the whole CBA. Corey, I don't even understand what you're talking about. I'm just saying LeBron made it popular. If Chris don't interrupt me, y'all can hear what the hell I'm saying. LeBron made it mobile. He made it popular. Let me repeat that, Corey. Popular and made it the league mobile. Like Michael Jordan made the league popular globally. Magic Johnson, if you heard the damn analogy, Magic Johnson and Bird made the league so they saved the league of its popularity because people, it put it on regular TV. So sometimes, y'all, I know Chris overtalked me, so I'm going to come back and explain to what I mean, because sometimes y'all can't. I know I need to put it where the goats can get it, because y'all ass don't get it. Come on. I know what the CBA says. I got one sitting right over there. So, back to you, Chris. I had to get that on.
I'm going to say it again.
I had to get that on.
Oh, you call me a brunsexual.
You're a brunsexual.
What do we call you Jordan people? That's what we got to get a name for y'all. Because, I mean, it's out of control. Y'all act like he never missed a game. He never missed a shot. He never failed. I was telling somebody
Chris.
about the Orlando Magic game, and you probably was there because Penny was on the team when Nick tipped the ball from behind when he had 45 on. Do
I
you
was
remember
courtside.
that?
Hey, go get the
Exactly.
video. I was
I know you
courtside.
were courtside. He
I was
thought he was going to
courtside.
come back in the game and just take over. Come on, man. And then
Huh?
your boy Nick go to the finals and go to the free throw
Hey,
line.
stop. Can I interject something here?
Go ahead.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, the people who just started watching this show, I brought Nick Anderson on the show, right? And this guy right here gonna mess with that man about that, man. Nick ain't been back on the damn show since. Chris, you getting like some of these chop shop people, or like Walter Yates. You can't talk crazy about the guests when they come on the show.
What I say?
You talk crazy. Man, you missed them damn free throw. You in it. And then everybody chimed in with you.
We got Morris Parson on the thread because we was at the other
Morris was there.
Morris Parson is on the thread.
Yes.
I did not say that.
Yes, you did. You talk crazy to Nick.
I said, come on, Nick. We
Yes,
gotta
sir.
talk about it. We gotta talk about it.
I can't believe you did. I was embarrassed. When you
embarrassed?
when you bring your little nappy head guest on here, look how nice I am to him.
Come on. Listen, man. I'm just trying to, we got to give him a little heat.
That's why
it's the chop shop.
Stephanie, I know.
How we not going to chop him? And it's the chop shop.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. My bad. I was just letting people know.
Just like if we had George Hill come on here last time LeBron was in the finals, we could have won game one, and George Hill went to the free throw line and missed that one. Oh, my God. I hate him I ain't been a George Hill fan since. Ever since. Done with him. Y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop this Michael Jordan stuff, man. I love
Okay,
okay.
No. Chris, you can't, Chris, you can't talk about basketball without talking about this dude. 99% of the people on this feed got his sneakers. I'm the only one I probably, do me a favor. Let's take a poll. I know for a fact it's not one Jordan brand sneaker in my house. The only Jordan brand shirt is in my house. It's U of H gave me a shirt with Houston in there. I don't have nothing Jordan because y'all got to realize I was in an era where Penny was a rival of Jordan. I couldn't wear Jordan. I had to wear Penny shoes. I'm talking about in the sneaker market. I'm talking about in the sneaker market. I put it like this. If I'll show up over at Penny's house with some Jordans on, I wouldn't have had a damn job, Chris. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay.
So I don't know why
right? That's like me. Hold up. That's like me working at Budweiser and get off from work and go buy a Coors beer. It's crazy. So I never, guess what now? Hold on. My son wore them. I just never wore them. My son, I couldn't tell him what to do. I mean, he had to have his J's. But Robert Hatter, I never had to. I don't even know how they feel on. They gave me some. What you call it? Golf shoes, Chris. They sent me some. I've never worn. They probably out in the garage somewhere. I never worn. So I mean, that's just it. It's okay though. It's all right. It's all right.
Hey, I'm surprised you didn't talk about your girl. She won the Sportswoman of the Year.
Which one? Which girl?
Osaka, Naomi.
Oh yes. I mean, I've talked about Naomi Osaka so much, Chris. You know, I had you and I think you and Paul Miranda talk so negative about the girl.
Oh my God!
I just but speaking of women, let's Scott Foster. We'll talk about that. But let me play this, Chris, because I thought this was unique. About Paige Beckers, a young. I thought this was unique, and I just wanted to share it with us right now. We got to look at this.
First, I would like to say all glory to God because I mean this is better than I could have ever imagined. I'm just a small town kid with really big dreams, and I'm honored to show all the little kids that are watching this that dreams do come true if you work hard and you have great faith in your life. A huge shout out to my friends and my family and everybody that helped me get to be where I am today, especially my coaches and my teammates. I stand on this stage alone, but without them, I wouldn't have this award. And they've sacrificed so much for me. Okay, sorry. I just had ankle surgery. I'm out of breath, out of shape. But no, with the light that I have now, as a white woman who leads a black-led sport, and celebrated here. I want to show a light on Black women. They don't get the media coverage that they deserve. They've given so much to this sport and the community and society as a whole, and their value is undeniable. And in the WNBA last season, the postseason awards, 80% of the winners were Black, but they got half the amount of coverage as the white athletes. So I think it's time for change. Sports media holds the key to storylines. Sports media and sponsors tell us who is valuable, and you have told the world that I matter today, and everyone who voted, thank you. But I think we should use this power together to also celebrate Black women. So to Maria Taylor, Robin Roberts, Maya Moore, Odyssey Alexander, to all the incredible Black women in my life, on my teams, to Breonna Taylor and all the lives lost, and to those names who have not yet learned, but I hope to share, I stand behind you, and I will continue to follow you and follow your lead and fight for you guys. So I just want to say thank you for everything.
Blew me away.
Oh, yeah, I
Never
heard about
heard that in the history of sports. I always see Black women coming to white women's defense. First time I've ever seen that. Shout out to that young girl. Hey, Paige Becker, Becker, you come out with a shoe, Paige Becker, I might buy it for some kids. Okay,
She nice too. She
Oh,
nice.
sweet,
She can play.
sweet.
Now you
But
know what? I don't know. I don't want to confirm this, but you know who her little boyfriend is, right?
no, they friends. They just
They
friends.
friend.
I found out.
Okay.
You know, I dug into it. You can go and say his name.
Friend. No, let me stop. I'm just gonna give you a hard time.
No, but I mean, friend. Okay, they could be. Hold up. I put it like this: you don't know what these kids doing, but
Right.
projected top pick. What's the kid's name from Gonzaga?
Suggs.
Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's her project. That's one of her best friends. I mean, but guess what? All she said was, I've been influenced by these women.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And guess what? And they've dominated this sport. But some
She's too
people,
stupid.
they dominate this sport. And guess what? And the people who speak about the sports haven't been giving them their just due. So guess what? I am giving them they just due. The things I've been talking about, that's why we got a Women Rock Wednesday. But I always tell y'all women rock every day on this show because I know the value of Black women. I know the value of how they've been in my life and every one of y'all life, because every one of y'all been born by one if you're Black. So that's why sometimes I get a little testy about people not supporting Women Rock Wednesday. Y'all got to be out of your mind. Your mama was Black. Oh, you follow me? So, but Chris, I just want to shout out to Paige.
The
I'm sorry.
The question is who engineered that? Is that something that was on her heart?
Why
or
it had
was
to
that
be
a PR?
engineered?
I mean, can I give up? I'm just saying. Did somebody say, "Hey, this would be a good time for you to say something like that"? Because that's a hell of a stage, the ESPYs, to make a statement like that.
Chris,
You know, I mean, I wasn't saying she was 100% right. You know, but because think about it, Anesco, the girl Anesco, she nice too though.
yeah.
She real
Yeah.
good too.
What you
She was
said?
linked
Wait,
to
wait a minute. Tell me what you said about being 100. I didn't. What? It was 100. What you said about her being 100%? What? I didn't hear you. What you
No, I
said?
didn't say 100%. No,
Okay.
no, I'm saying was it her 100% her idea,
Okay.
or was she influenced?
Maybe. Hey, you
Do
know
that.
how? I'm glad you asked that question because you know how I am. I
Right.
went and found something. They interviewed her after the speech with the guy Dominique Foxworth after the ESPYs. I want y'all to check this one out.
To
Okay.
be honest, Paige, I loved you because you were an awesome basketball player. Then you beat my Maryland Terps, and I was like, I don't know. But tonight, your speech, I love you again. So
Fire.
thank you so much for those words. And can you tell me a little bit about what prompted you to do that in that moment?
Yeah.
Well, it's just over the past couple of years, I've just gotten a lot of attention in the media, and a lot of it has been focused on me and other white athletes. And I just want to use my platform to sort of share the light and just sort of expand the horizons on who gets the attention and who gets the social media followings. And Black women, I feel like aren't hit enough when it comes to getting that attention. So I just wanted to spread the love and share my platform with them.
Where does that come from for you? Like, I don't know if that's originating from conversations you're having in your locker room, because we were here backstage listening to your speech yelling, that's allyship, and that was such an important speech for you to give tonight. So where does that come from for you?
Yeah, a lot of conversations I've had with a lot of important Black women in my life, coaches, teammates, just a lot of uncomfortable conversations we have just to try to spread awareness and spread growth for our country and just the world as a whole. So it came from a lot of conversations.
I think we talk a lot about progress comes from sacrifice. And this was your first big national moment.
Yeah.
And you took that moment to sacrifice. Frankly, you sacrificed that moment to put attention where you believe it belongs. Is that something we can expect from you, like, for the rest of your very long and I'm sure very great career?
Yeah, I live by like a phrase of celebrating other people's success doesn't diminish yours. So I love spreading the light, and I don't like when all the attention is on me. So I just love spreading awareness and spreading light and just making others shine with my light.
Chris Walker, that's why I had problems with your statement. I know that's how you are. Listen, but if you're gonna be like that, please give me the courtesy of letting me address how. First thing that came out of your mouth. I wonder who made her say it.
Well, first of all, I didn't say it like that.
That's how it sounded to me.
All I said was, I wonder if that was her thing, and all it does is it made you explain what really happened, and that's good. She explained it. That's what I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with that. Listening to her be sincere, Hatter. So good job, because you knew I was going to say that. And you were prepared.
Chris, I didn't know you were going to be on the show today, but I was prepared for anybody. Hey, you taught me on this show. I never forget. Y'all got to remember, I used to be so nervous trying to be on this show. And I used to, that was my coach right there. Hey, if y'all go back.
You're not nervous anymore. I know that. And Hatter, just so you know, she said celebrating others don't diminish you. So learn to celebrate others, Hatter.
Now, let me tell you something. Now that's one thing you live by. Now you might chop him up later, because you told like you chopped me up in Vegas, like you chopped my head off in Vegas. With hey, that's one story I could never tell y'all. But the man called and told me, Hatter, I chopped your head off. I said, I couldn't even get mad at him, y'all. I couldn't get mad at him. But he laughed so hard.
That was good, though.
It was good. It was good. But
that was good for her.
But really Paige Beckers, I'm so Beckers, I'm so proud of her. And Chris, he's young. You remember Chris? And I keep bringing this up. I tell y'all, during the protests, I kept seeing stuff. I seen where a little young white girl, her and a little black boy jumped the fence, moved past the line, and the police came, was trying to mess with the black boy. That white girl got in front of him. You got to get through me to get through him. When I saw that little young girl hold that sign up, said, y'all done effed with the wrong generation. That little young generation there, Chris, Paige Beckers, she understands. She done hung with Jalen Suggs. She done hung with these other sisters. She told the powerful women. Guess what? Her and Maria Taylor cool. See, y'all just look at Maria Taylor on TV, beautiful. Taylor she one of y'all. She one of us. Right? She one of us. So when I see that young generation, she said, guess what? You know, people are always talking about this stuff ain't going to change until we have the allies. We got to have, if you don't feel this way, because somebody taught me something, Chris, over the last year. It's not good to say you're not a racist, Chris. If you're white, you got to fight. You got to be a fighter for anti-race. You got to fight the race. It ain't good for you to just say, I'm not a racist. But you got to be an anti-racist. You got to be able to fight it. It just ain't good for you to say, well, I didn't do that. No. You got to step. And that's what that young girl stood up and said, man, just because I talk about this young lady, if I talk about Dee Dee Richards, that's not shining. That's not taking no light from me.
Right.
When I talk about how great your books is, and I'm writing a book, I want your book to be great. That's when we just get enough people thinking this way, man. We on the way. And Chris, you know, some of us ain't gonna go. Everybody ain't gonna
Willies.
go.
The Willies can't come
They
with
ain't
us,
gonna
man.
go. Okay. I just want to let you know.
Can't take them Willies with us.
Yeah, don't get discouraged, y'all. Some guys ain't gonna get. Harriet Tubman, I told you. Harriet Tubman said, I would have saved some more. But if they realized they wasn't free, I could have saved 1,000 more, however many more. But some people just don't, they think they got it going on. They and some of them, and Chris, I done found out, some of them just subconsciously just don't know. They do stuff. Chris, perfect example, Chris. I had some people that was going, a friend of mine owned a liquor store. Okay? So another friend of mine come up, man, I'm finna go do this. I'm gonna buy some liquor for this party. I'm gonna go buy. I said, man, why don't you go buy this black liquor on liquor store? Man, I'm going by the Army Depot and buy it. I said, the Army, excuse me, go buy from this guy. This guy gonna put it back in this community. The Army ain't never gonna do nothing for you, ain't gonna do nothing with you. Why are you going to the Army Depot? Because you can get a little discount. This guy's the owner. Go deal with the owner of the place. Some of us, we just don't get it. Ed Russell,
Never will.
we just don't get it. I'm sitting there giving it to you. He the owner. He can give you a discount bigger than any. He an owner. You said, you know, Robert, how do you in? But man, some of us still think like that, Chris. But I tell you,
no question about that.
yeah, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. What else you got, Chris? What else you see? Somebody.
I'm
just
going to ask you a question.
you?
Do you think that Reggie Bush, because of this new NIL thing, and Terrell Pryor, remember he got tapped too.
Yeah.
Should they have their stuff, records? Should he get his Heisman? Should that stuff all happen because should that be retroactive because they made this rule the law now? What do you think?
If it's, you know, I look at it the same way I think everybody's marijuana charges should be expunged. Everybody, if I went to jail for marijuana, and John Boehner helped write the laws. He was in Mitch McConnell's place, helped write the laws to put me in jail, and now he is one of the biggest spokesperson and lobbyists for the marijuana industry. This dude was the Speaker of the House. I mean, the Speaker of the Senate. So, Chris, I'm just sitting back saying, wait a minute. And I know it's time because prohibition was the same way. They used to arrest us for prohibition. They used to put you in jail for prohibition. Now, alcohol is legal. So, Chris, let me tell you something. Reggie Bush should have been compensated a long time ago. So give him his stuff back. Who else you?
But
Terrell Pryor. All he did
the tattoos,
tattoos for the. Give him his stuff. I mean, you can't give Terrell his stuff back because he didn't. You know, all they did is stop him from
records.
playing.
They got. I think records. They took records from him or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was Speaker of the House. Yeah.
But isn't Reggie Bush? But wasn't Reggie Bush the guy that came on and said, you know what, this is wrong. I should not have done it. I don't
remember that.
I was being taken advantage of. I'll find the article because I thought there was a time he was trying to get on TV. He was trying to clean his image up, right? And now all of a sudden they make the rule legal. And he's like, no, give me my stuff back. I'm like,
of course you should want if it's no longer legal.
Was it wrong? Was
What
it really
you?
wrong? But I don't think it was ever wrong. Was it ever wrong, really? I mean,
Well, no, wait a minute, wait a minute. At
they
that
didn't do it
point,
to Pete
look,
Carroll.
at
If
that
they didn't
point, he
do
was wrong.
they
Chris,
didn't do the Pete Carroll. They did
Chris,
something to Pete Carroll.
Chris. At that point, he was wrong.
But Pete Carroll left USC, beat the posse,
Yeah.
came back, and they honored him.
Yes.
While Reggie Bush got his stuff taken away.
What color is Pete Carroll?
I'm not.
No, I asked you a
making the race
question.
thing.
I asked you a question.
I'm just saying.
No. Quick,
That's
just
what
answer my
happened.
question. And then, cause I'm getting somewhere. You know, I always got something.
TLC.
Okay.
The other culture.
Okay. I do
I'm
me a
just
favor.
saying.
Okay. Before I go any further, y'all, my mistake. We got into this show 6 years ago. Sandra Bland was found hanged in a jail cell. I'm gonna get back to Reggie Bush. I don't want to let this show go by without me talking about Sandra Bland. She was found hanged in a jail cell in Texas, Prairie View, 3 days after being arrested doing a failing to signal traffic stop. Although there are many holes in this story, and the sheriff and the jail staff, no officers were indicted. It was ruled a suicide. I just want y'all, I'm glad it's at this time at 1 o'clock. I don't want y'all to never forget that. Ever forget that. But the reason I brought up, actually, what color was Reggie Bush and what color is Pete Carroll?
Pete Carroll.
For the reason, Chris, and I know somebody find it hard. Everything is about race. I'm telling you, everything. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Especially the folks who made everything about race in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna repeat that. Y'all can Google it, or y'all can what you call it, tweet it out. You got my position. Everything is about race, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Especially the folks who made everything about race in the first place. And the reason y'all remember I was telling y'all about that 1619 project. Let me tell you something. I understand why they don't want y'all to see that. And if you ain't read it, if you ain't went on a podcast and listened to the 1619 project by Nicole Hannah-Jones, Chris, I learned something last night, Chris. Yesterday, listening to her, went to, got a chance to go to the golf course. Have any one of y'all ever heard of a guy named, and we're going to get back to sports, Montague Cobb? And I know people are going watching JL3 and all that kind of stuff. Montague Cobb. You ain't never heard of him, Chris? I ain't never heard of him. Fascinating character, Chris. He was a beloved doctor, black dude, medical professor, and one of the only black medical colleges only black medical college in the country at the time, Howard University. Over 41 years, Chris, he taught thousands of medical students about their anatomy. He was kind of famous, Chris, Montague Cobb, y'all. Chris, check this out, because I'm going somewhere with it. He was kind of famous for playing classical music on his violin and reciting poetry, it's a black man, for his students while they were dissecting the Cavenders. During a fight between Truman and the American Medical Association, the American of doctors who didn't allow black doctors into the American Medical Association. Cobb was one of the doctors who helped defend Truman to defy the American Medical Association. Got to check this out, Chris. When people always talk about race, I'm going to show you something about race. Dr. Cobb was trying to end segregation in the medical profession. The old saying is, they call it about the Negro hospital dilemma. And Chris, I want you to bring it to Houston for me. He gave an analogy, this white guy gave an analogy where whites giving hand-me-downs clothes to the blacks. That illustrated how they did hospitals. It gave the hand-me-down hospitals to the black. But Chris, one of the horror stories that I got out of that is a true story of black Americans who were denied or mistreated and denied care at white hospitals and died as a result. This one example, Chris, I got to give you this one because this had brought tears to my eyes while I'm listening to this thing on the golf course yesterday. Hitting golf balls, listening to this. And stopped. There was in 1931, Chris, was a light-skinned man. He gets in a car accident and he was taken to a white hospital, Grady Hospital in Atlanta. If you go by Atlanta, Grady Hospital all over the place. Memorial Hospital in Atlanta. Check this out. The doctors, they mistaked him for a white patient. And they started treating him. And it was only when his family came to the hospital, Chris, that they realized he was actually black. So you know what they did? They pulled him off the examination table and sent him across the street to the black ward where he later dies. These the kind of stories it's common knowledge back then, but these the kind of stories that's in the 1619 Project, factual stories that these people don't want told. Chris, can you imagine being a doctor? You don't went to law school. I mean, you don't went to medical school. And in your heart, I'm going to take this man off the examination table and ship him off across the street to the black ward. And people, let me tell y'all something. Don't let nobody make y'all feel guilty about nothing. In Memphis, Tennessee, all of my sisters and brothers, I didn't understand it until yesterday. All my older sisters and brothers were born in John Gaston Hospital. Guess why? It's the only hospital that allowed the blacks. They were older. I was the first generation to be in Baptist Hospital. I didn't realize that, Chris, till I looked on my birth certificate, looked on my sister's birth certificate. So don't let nobody tell you it ain't about race. Everything is about race. See, it's the LBJ here, Chris. Thank you, Brandy.
Oh, yeah.
Chris. You know, that's why it's so important for a young girl like Paige Beckers to step up and say what she said, man. Because, man, let me tell you something, man. This thing is just getting. I had to share that story with y'all because it's a story that I never heard. But I'm listening to the 1619 Project, and these are stories they don't want to. This is why they call it critical race theory. But it was the 1619 Project. Guess what? That was written by a Pulitzer Prize-winning Nicole Hannah-Jones, the same woman that they didn't want to give tenure at North Carolina, and now she's at Howard. I just wanted to add that to it, Jim. What you got, Chris? What else you got, Chris?
Oh, no, that was good. That was good stuff. I mean, again, getting back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
You said that they should get their stuff back. You know that, and, you know, he should get his Heisman, and so the question is, will they do that? You know, will they give it back to him? Because that would be is that an admission of guilt? Is that an admission of we should have been paying them the entire time? Because people got to realize, man, what people have been talking about forever is that, especially the academicians, the athletes don't deserve to get paid. If you ask any person, the layman walking on the streets, they will say, "Oh, well, I got student loans; they get to go to school free." They don't deserve to get paid. They have no understanding of what these people generate and why these coaches make so much money. You know, because in the pro game, the players make more than the coaches. In college, only the players get paid. So the notion is, well, they get a free education. Well, last time I checked, the NBA players, they pay for their flights to go to the games. Do they pay for their flights?
NFL, no, they don't pay for their flights. No,
they pay for their food. They pay for their food, though.
No,
right?
unless they go out to by themselves, they have food for them.
They get meal money too, right?
Oh, they get a per diem. Yes.
So they pay for the equipment, though. That's what they pay for, right?
What equipment? They don't pay for that.
I'm saying the equipment that they use, they pay for that too.
No,
right?
They don't pay for that.
So they don't pay for nothing.
No.
And then they still get a check when they perform.
Yes.
So that's the same way I parallel. Okay, you give them an education.
Mm-hmm.
They had to have an education to be in the school, but they still go out there and perform. They should get paid for their talent.
The talent.
You can't get them into the school without educating them. That's
Yes.
part of it.
Right.
That's part of it. The same way
Right.
you pay for they get uniforms and they get Nikes. Okay, that's they got to perform. That's their equipment. They don't have a choice. Well,
Right.
They got to train. They got to do all these things.
Right.
But the bottom line is the NCAA has been giving away for years
Mm-hmm.
without paying these guys and building vast stadiums and building practice facilities and building buildings on campus and not having to pay the people that actually labor out there and play. And so now, guess what? It's been called to the carpet. So that means for the last probably 30 years, bro, they could have been. Think about the guys that have played college sports all these years that could have benefited, right? That could have got a head start
Yes.
if this was in
Yeah.
place. Because you're admitting, because I'm gonna tell you, I don't know if you remember this. They used to have it wasn't 2K back then. It was Sega Genesis. The game, not Sega Genesis. It was what's the gaming system that used to have all the college athletes and stuff, and then it didn't exist.
EA
anymore.
Sports. EA Sports.
EA Sports.
Yeah.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear people talk about EA Sports anymore, huh?
No more.
That's all you talk about. EA Sports. Think about how they off those kids' likeness, the money that they made. They can't get it back. That's gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Think about Reggie Bush. I used to talk about USC all the time. I say, you know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
They want to chop up Reggie Bush, but what about all that money that school made? All that money that school made. USC was very dominant back then, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
when they played Texas, that was for
Chris.
the
Chris, I was out there every year trying to get me one of them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, they were very dominant back then.
Yeah.
They was the sexiest team. It hasn't been they can talk about all the Alabama teams. Ain't none of them, but it was nothing like USC back then.
Chris,
Nothing
you had
like
to see the
USC.
practice,
It's
Chris.
Hollywood.
Snoop Dogg, every star on the side. That man let them people come on the sideline and practice, man. I snuck it. I come in there like I was supposed to be in there. I walk in there.
Yeah.
Dude, it was the place to be, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. It was the
Yeah,
place
it
to be.
was. And
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, there hasn't been a college team like it since. I mean, everybody, it was must-see TV. So
Chris.
what I'm saying is they take Reggie Bush's stuff away and they say he's stealing, but yet they're making so much money off his jersey. They're making so much money off television. They're making so much money off parking and this and that. They're making all that money. The school didn't give none of that money back.
No,
Not a dime,
no,
right?
no,
Not a dime.
no.
And I mean,
It wasn't set up for the kids to win. Wasn't
Huh?
set up. And guess what? And it went on for years and years. And somebody just said, hold. Ed O'Bannon says enough is enough. Nothing. But Chris, I want to share something with you. Because I want to share something with you. And I thought about this because I saw this. And I know you're going to do it a little bit. You're going to do it some justice. I really think you would do it a lot better justice than me have Jimmy talk about it. But I saw some tweets because it kind of involves Jimmy, but I know me and you can be objective and subjective about it. I saw a tweet from Houston Superstars. They said, "Why is Dallas basketball? You know, it's grassroots time right now, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. Why is Dallas basketball better than Houston basketball as a whole? Is it better players? Is it more writers? Are the high school coaches better? Is it because Houston's guys beat up each other? Let me see if it's called Houston guys beat up each other. Is it jealousy? Why is Dallas beating Houston? And Houston is a city of 6 million people. Paul, I think it's about time for us to have intelligent. Chris Walker, one of his favorite sayings is, let's raise the level of the conversation. Okay? So y'all, if you got the stupid comments, I'm not going to even. But
Who raised this question?
John Urey. John Urey. John Uri. And
What makes them better? Because I thought Houston had more pros. So
yeah,
what makes Dallas better?
let me read it again because it's a unique story. Let me read it again. And just it's just one man's opinion, but I want us to dissect it. And let's raise the level. If y'all hear me now, raise the level of the conversation. Because I'm not from Houston and I'm not from Dallas. Okay? All right? So let's understand that. I'm just a guy, when I see stuff like this, and I know people get sensitive. It goes back to the jailhouse. You know, people in Dallas don't like the people in Houston in jail. All that. We ain't talking about that today. We ain't talking about that today. The man posed a question, Chris Walker. Why is Dallas basketball better? Somebody write that down. Why is Dallas basketball better than Houston basketball as a whole? I don't know what he meant. Y'all got to hear me. I don't know what he meant. Is it better? Is it better players? He asked question. Is it better? That's one. Hey, excuse me. Michael Jordan. I said, let's elevate the conversation. I'm going to repeat it one more time. I don't want to hear that one man opinion. There's homes for sale in Dallas. Fuck that. Excuse my language. Let's elevate the conversation. Anybody could have said that. Now, back to where I was going, Jimmy. Chris. Is it better players? Is it more writers? Are the high school coaches better? Hold on. Is it because Houston guys beat up on each other? I don't know what he mean by that. Is it jealousy? There's a lot of that going on in Dallas too. Why is Dallas beating Houston? And Houston is the city of got 6 million people. And I don't know what he mean by beating. I don't know. Y'all got to help.
What's the
me.
measurement? What's the measurement?
I don't, Chris, I'm reading a tweet.
Right. So what I'm saying.
I need you to put your thinking hat on now. Just say, what could this guy be saying? Because I don't know what he's saying. He ain't got his ass on here today. But I would love for him to be on with one of his friends who always texts him when we talk about him. Text him right now. I just want to hear. But I want to elevate the conversation. And I keep seeing these weak ass comments up here. I want to elevate. Ken Gamble, what you think he meant? He said, why do people think that? That's the narrative these days. Why do people think that? Y'all can see with subjects like this, y'all, of course, when I curse for effect. You know, sometimes you got to be profound to be profane, or be profane to be profound, Chris. Chris. Don't be using my shit, Chris. But but it's not a big difference on to the next. Yes, it is a big difference. You go on your show, Karen Roach. This ain't your damn show. I'm not on to the next. Evidently, it's a big deal because I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it. It is a big deal. I saw the number of comments. It is a big deal. I'm just trying to figure out why is it a big deal? Hold up. I got a question. Is anything he's saying is not true? Why is Dallas does a facility make your city better?
No. It's ridiculous.
Michael Jordan, you about to get X'd out in a minute.
Ridiculous.
Drive Nation is a beautiful facility. Let's elevate the conversation.
Here's my take. If they're based it on what Peavy's doing at Duncanville, or I guess, because in the news, the narrative right now, Cade Cunningham, the kid that just what's the other kid that came out last year with his dad? I forget his name. Stacey Houston, who I'm talking about.
R.J.
Who
Hampton.
played for the Nuggets. R.J. Hampton.
Okay.
They've been hot lately. They've got some guys, and Houston hasn't been on that same plane lately. But there was a time when Houston was on fire. So I think it comes in ebbs and flows. But again, you got to consider the source. So which you're talking about elevating.
Listen to me. Forget the source. Let's look
that.
at the words. Let's
but
look
I'm
at
from
don't kill the messenger. Let's look at the words.
But that's like listening to a thief talking about why food ain't free.
No, I got a question. Okay, I got a question. If it's his opinion, because he ain't the only one I done heard say this. That's why I'm repeating it.
I feel you. You asked me for my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion. So
okay, he's there. See, listen to me.
Yeah,
I knew somebody on this damn show knew him and had him call him right away. Y'all, I know this show. I know my audience, y'all. That's why I do this show the way I do it. Unlike Joe Madison. I ain't gonna let y'all take over the damn show. Can't let that happen. But John Urie, people seems to think this don't matter. Move on. But I've heard this a million damn times from more than John Urie. I wouldn't sit up here. John Urie is not making me say this. I ain't called John Urie. I saw this tweet and I just want to know. Chris, some of the stuff is simple. So Chris, your first thing is, why is Dallas better? That's his first one as a whole. He put question marks. Maybe he was asking a question. When a person put a question, hold on, Chris, listen.
I'm listening.
He put a question mark behind it. He didn't use it as a statement. He said, why is Houston basketball better than Houston? 3 question marks.
Okay.
Then he said, is it better players? Question mark. Feel free, John Urie, because I need you to type fast. Is it better players? Question mark. Is it more writers? This why I'm talking about this. To all you damn people who thinking why it's an issue, this why it's an issue with me. Is it more writers? I want to know. It's my damn show. I want to know. Are the high school coaches better? I want to know. Because I'm trying to figure out if it is better, I'm trying to figure out how to make Houston better. You can't get mad if the dude over there in a sports car and you driving a fucking Hyundai and wondering why he beating you all the damn time.
But
Robert, it's a non-issue. Yes, it is. I'm trying to figure.
I'm from Houston. Okay, I'm from Houston.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm telling you is when you ask that question, when you're saying you got to say, is Dallas better than Houston? Is it better? When you ask it, why is it better? You're already saying that it is. It's the way the question's
that's
being
what I got. Whoever called John Urie, thank you, because I knew he was gonna come. He ain't scared to answer. He said, "I believe." I believe that the people in Houston are killing each other. Second, Dallas writers take care of each other. But John Urie, let me tell you something. Man. You killed my damn co-host yesterday. He told us about you. No. John Urie, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. You called Jimmy and asked Jimmy, man, I heard you ain't got but one coach down there. You didn't call him and ask how things going on. Tell him about your guys. Nothing. You call this man and said, man, you ain't got but one. This man in the middle of his event.
Got it.
No. I'm talking to John Ure. I ain't talking to you. I don't care. You finna be
I'm
all
gonna piggyback.
political
I'm
correct.
piggybacking.
I don't care about being political correct today. If Houston is where I live, and if somebody doing this better, why can't we try to figure out how to do it better? So he just gave one. What you say, John Ure? Well, John Ure said, first of all,
Houston writers.
he said, I believe that people in Houston are killing each other. Second, Dallas writers take care of each other. Is that true? Writers, text your writers. I need all the writers on here.
Who are the Dallas writers?
Huh?
Who
I
are the
don't
Dallas
know.
writers?
Shit, I don't know. Chris, this ain't
I'm
Chris.
asking the boom boom room. Somebody on the boom boom room will know, like, who are the Dallas writers that are taking care of each other? Like, we got to stop talking and, like, well, I don't know. Let's put facts out there. Who are the Dallas writers? Is it Stacy that takes care of?
I don't know.
I don't know who they are.
John Ure, that's John Ure's question. I don't know. I'm just trying. Listen to me, Chris.
Oh, Paul,
I've been hearing this, Chris. You've been gone.
right.
I hear this because I know people in both places. You do too, but you ain't. I'm watching. Hold up. I'm watching certain tendencies. Chris, believe you me, I didn't plan this out. This is intentional. Okay? This is intentional. Notice what I said in the beginning of it, Chris. What was the key thing I said? Let's elevate the conversation. We can sit and talk about all of this other stuff. I'm trying to see an elevated conversation. If it's true, then okay, let's address it. If it's not true, then hold up, let's address that too.
So
okay.
John Ure put the writers in there. He put the writers in there.
Yeah, he said the right. He put them. He put them in there. Let me see.
Put them in there. Branch,
Paul Miranda, Brent. Okay.
Stacy.
All of these guys. All of these guys are good. All of these guys. I don't know the 747 guy. I know Branch. I know Ani. I know Stacy. I know Buff. I know Bossy. I don't know the rest of them, and I know Paul Miranda.
Gasso guys. You know those guys when you see them.
I don't know them though. I don't know
Blue and those guys.
I don't know.
And,
I know.
And Sam.
Okay. So I'm all right. Okay, I'm all right with that. So you're saying, go on, Chris. Come on, Chris.
No. So again, if we're gonna call it out, let's call it out. So we're
Okay.
saying, so how many writers? So who are the writers in Houston then? So let's
Give me the writers in Houston.
right. And then so his point is that these guys chop each other up, and the other inference is that these other guys do not. They support each other.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
I like that.
So again, if I don't live in Dallas, think
Okay.
about it, Hatter. If you don't live in Dallas, right? Because I know guys from Dallas, but Dallas and Houston are two completely different places.
What you
Right.
mean, Chris?
I just think the way that, and I could be wrong, guys on Dallas. Hey, correct me if you're wrong. I think Dallas is more segregated than Houston. I just believe it. I think it's more segregated. There could be more community in Dallas than it is in Houston.
Good
Dallas
point.
kind of reminds me of Memphis in a lot of ways.
Good point.
You know,
Good
I
point.
mean, a nicer Memphis, but Memphis nonetheless. It just reminds me of Memphis.
Good
They
point.
might be more together.
Good
Now,
point.
Does that mean that the basketball is better?
Because the writers ain't got nothing to do with basketball.
That's what I'm saying. Because Houston got more
Oh.
fans than Dallas, but Houston's also bigger than Dallas.
Guess what you just did? Elevated the conversation. Why is Dallas basketball better than Houston basketball as a whole? But he did say as a whole. So I guess if you're going to put the writers in there, I guess he talking about the whole scope. You follow me? Y'all help me. We looking for y'all. Listen to me, man. I hope this be the last time. That's why I'm saying we need to have an elevated conversation. Not all this. Dallas ain't this. Dallas. No. I'm just trying to add something to the conversation. We don't know our writers. So hold up. Nobody has put the Houston writers on the screen yet.
Is
Jimmy
only
Hicks.
two?
Jimmy Hicks. That's the only
Let's
one.
go
Who else? Who else? Jimmy Hicks and who? Who?
Sloan.
That's the only two writers?
That's the only two I
Jeffrey
know.
Day. Jeffrey Day is a writer.
How about they together though? But Jimmy, he with Jimmy though, right? They on the same. But that don't matter because Branch and Arnie work together.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeffrey Day. Oh, Doug
Jeffrey
Jones.
Day. One
Doug
more.
Jones.
Jeffrey
Doug
Day. Who else?
Jones.
Huh? Who?
The Big Doug.
Doug. Doug's a writer? Okay.
Yes.
That's 4. So you telling me, is that it? Help me now. Hold up. We got 4 here, right? That's it. That's it, Herb Baker. Thank you, Herb Baker. That's all I'm trying. That's all. Yo, listen to me. I got somewhere I'm going with this. I'm got somewhere I'm going with it, with this now. So you're saying Dallas is segregated. They're more closer together. Houston is more spread. You're saying Houston is more.
Well, here's the thing. Two of those guys work with Jimmy. So doesn't Jeffrey Day and Doug work with Jimmy? So that's really
now
guys.
they do.
Okay. So
Okay.
so it doesn't matter. So they're together.
Yeah.
And it's really Sloan is the only other outlier, the only other guy.
Okay.
So Dallas has more writers, more people that are pursuing this business. So the question is, again, obviously we know. I don't want to jump on the Jimmy and Sloan thing.
No.
They've had their little differences.
Right.
But the question is, again, it comes back to what is really trying to be put out there. Again, I go back to the premise of the question: why is Dallas better? First of all, who said it's better? Who said that? Where are the facts that says Dallas is better?
Where's
Now,
your facts, John? John Urich, where are your facts? Give me your facts,
Exactly.
John. Put them in the
Where are your
screen.
facts that it's better?
Put them in the screen, John. Keep going.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because again, if we're gonna say who got more pros, we got more pros. If it's gonna say who got more college players, Houston got more college players. But then you can also say Houston's bigger. So where are the facts? We got more college players. We got more pros.
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
So give me the facts. Or what? A state championship?
So we got 4 guys in this city of 6 million people, John. Okay, college coaches in conversation this weekend. What is the college coaches? So what did the college coaches say? John Urich, let me repeat it because you wasn't in the beginning. I said we're going to elevate the conversation. We can't have small tidbits. Right on, I know you're in summer school, and I know you got your earphones in, but click and give us something a little bit more because college coaches in conversation is not enough. Okay, now he's saying Houston has more of everything, but they're not on the right teams. Dallas put the 8 players on the same team.
But Hatter, what's the end result, Hatter? What is
scholarship?
This is what I tell
I thought it was to get a scholarship.
I thought it was to get a scholarship. So the people in Houston are getting scholarships.
Okay.
If we're talking about going to an AAU tournament and winning an AAU tournament, is that what we're saying being successful is? Winning AAU tournaments and winning AAU games? Or is it putting kids in college, which John has done? So
Yes.
I'm trying to, and he's put a lot of them in during this
Yes.
time. So I'm trying to, because I don't even want to say it through my phone. You know what I get? A bunch of coaches calling me. I got Big East coaches. Hey man, ton of talent in Houston. I need you to help me with some guys. I don't know the difference between Dallas and Houston. I'm not in that game anymore. But
Right.
I get calls all the time about kids in Houston.
Right.
So I don't know about what's going on in Dallas. Obviously, John's a summer coach, so he's getting hit from all over the place. I can't help nobody with Dallas kids. I'm gonna get on the phone and call Stacey or call Paul Miranda. Okay, hey man, hey Paul, what's up with this kid? I need your help. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my resources.
Chris, Chris, it's great for me and you to talk about this. We don't have a dog in the fight. We can be objective to it. I'm just trying to have an elevated conversation about this. What's up, Ivan Petty Jr. is in the building.
Right out.
I just want to he said recruiting and helping get college jobs. Okay, I guess you're saying that Dallas is better at recruiting and helping people get college jobs. Getting an education is the most. John, you're all over the place. I can't understand what you're doing. John, come on, man. All that education you got over there. John Urich, come on, man. Come on, you got to text me or something. Because you're scared to put it on the screen. Text me.
He's not scared. So I'm just saying, well, Chris, maybe you understand what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking. Listen. Houston, okay. I'll say it again. Okay. Houston and Dallas are different cities. They're different. Like, you know what? When you go to Maryland, is DC and Baltimore the same place?
Yes, sir.
No, they're
No, no.
not.
No. They are in the same
No,
geographical
they're in the
place.
same place, but they function differently. Or Maryland and DC functions differently.
I got you.
But
I got you.
same
I got
place.
you. I like that.
Northern Virginia and DC, they
Function
right there,
different.
but they function differently.
Okay.
Houston and Dallas
That-
function differently.
You
We got-
elevated the
Let
conversation.
me tell you something, man. When you come to anybody from Houston, always know if somebody from Dallas come to town, you know they from Dallas. You're like, that dude must be from Dallas, man. You know, they got a certain way they vibe. The same way when you go to Houston, if a Houston dude go to Dallas, you always know, man, that dude must be from Houston, man. He not from around here. It's different there, and it's only 3 hours and 45 minutes away, but it's different. The same way you know if some dude from West Texas, if he from Austin, you be like, that dude must be from like Austin or San Antonio, Central Texas. It's different. So my thing is, again, Hatter, let's just celebrate this. Instead of you talking about elevate, instead of saying Houston's better than Dallas, let's just say this. There are more athletes in the state of Texas than anywhere in the country, basketball and football. Let's celebrate the fact that our state is on fire when it comes to getting kids opportunities.
They're not going to celebrate that, Chris.
But no, no, you asked me to elevate. I would say, let's try to get them to do that, because there's no reason. It's different, and it's okay to be different. But together, it's on point, because we all still in the same state. There's no state like our state.
So we should
Period.
celebrate the differences.
The Bay Area and Southern California are very different.
Sure
They're
is.
very different.
Right across the
Very
bridge
different.
from each other. Yes.
No, I'm talking about Southern
No,
California.
no.
like
Hold
LA
on. I'm
and
sorry.
Oakland.
Hold up.
Oh,
Hold up.
No,
Oakland,
you right about that too.
Oakland and San
You right about
Francisco.
that.
It's two
Very
different.
20 minutes away.
Yes.
Very different. So what I'm saying is, let's celebrate the fact that, guess what? Now, can things get better? Can things be cleaned up? But hey, man, we live in a society of competition.
Okay.
And what we're asking, you can't legislate morality, man. I tell people all the time, you can't legislate it, man. It is what it is, you know, and this is the world we live in.
What do you mean? What do you mean you can't legislate morality? You can't
Dude,
call put it to me where the ghost can get it.
You see what the Texas the legislature is doing. You see what happened? They got on a private plane and got out of town. Come on now.
They say, I'm not finna deal with these
We're
fools.
not dealing with, we flying to DC. You
Yes,
can't
sir.
legislate morality, man. Like man, what kind of law is that? I mean, like, some of the stuff we do sometimes don't make sense.
So-
and
So
hold on.
Marissa said something. Marissa, thank you, sweetie. She said, celebrate the differences.
Yeah.
That's why a guy like me can like both places. I'm in a situation. I live in Houston. But
I love Dallas.
Huh? Say again?
I love Dallas. I love Dallas.
But I love going to Dallas.
No,
But I
love
would
Dallas.
rather live in Houston.
Same
I repeat
here.
that.
I love Dallas.
I love Dallas, but I
Love.
like when I go to Dallas, then I'm headed back down 45 and see that big white statue on the left. As soon as I see that statue.
See, you like to see that, you go right there with that.
I mean, Chris, I didn't have no big white statue in Memphis. We didn't have a big
There
white
you go with
statue.
that. As soon as they pass up the jail.
We knocked ours down. But
As soon as they pass up the jailhouse.
I'm just kidding. But no, but y'all got to realize I did this. Listen to me. This was intentional. John Urie now saying there's a lot. Hold on, let me put it on the broadcast so everybody can see it, even if you're on YouTube. There's a lot of great young coaches in Houston area, like Ben Garrett. I don't know who Ben Garrett is. What I'm talking
yes.
about, huh? Who is Ben Garrett?
Oh, keep going. Keep reading.
What I'm talking about is helping our own, like the coach at Westbury Christian, get a job. Okay, I'm with that.
Here's what I don't
Hold
like.
on. Let's support our
I'm
own in every facet of basketball business. That's what I'm talking about. So, John Urie, it got to start with you. You can't change nobody else. You got to be the change that you're seeking. That's why I don't let nobody talk about you on this show. Ask anybody. I don't let them tear your head off. I ain't gonna that's just how I am on this show. That's why I am uniquely suited to talk about this situation. let's be the change that we want to see. No, we ain't talking about the Bay Area is not better than Houston. John, you ain't listening. We was just talking about the cities are two different cities. John, come on, man. We got to elevate this thing. John is saying overall why he believes why DFW is better. He still ain't said why DFW is better, Paul. He haven't said that. He said, so you're thinking DFW don't not having these same problems? Because I talked to some people, the powers that be at DFW, and they tell me they are having the same power. But guess what? They don't let y'all ass know down here about it. They say they having the same problems. So listen to me, y'all. I'm going to repeat that. Paul is all Paul. You write for DFW. You don't see these kids in Houston enough. You don't have to do that. Just you DFW. Okay, stay there. We need you to stay on your side right now, because you can't be on both sides. You stay there. John Urie said we can celebrate when people are honest and trustworthy. Okay. Chris, it was you who called me when Jalen and Rick was stealing my tournament from under me. Chris, you can't be the only one who gets a college job. People who have to earn it deserve it. Okay.
So where's he going with that?
I don't know. I don't understand.
My thing is, see, here's the thing. That's what John loses me.
Okay.
John wants to have a conversation, then he makes it about him. You see what I'm saying? It's like you want to make it about Houston basketball, and then you want to make it about if your team wins, you want love. If your team loses, don't pile on me. This happened to me. Woe is me. John, we're having a conversation about Houston versus Dallas, and you're talking about I'm not the only one who deserves a job. You have no idea all the people I've helped in Houston try to get a job.
Chris,
I'm not sitting on the shop doing that. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why people are saying, why are we talking about
Chris,
John
I
Urie?
apologize, Chris. I shouldn't even read that shit. I didn't read it.
I'm just saying, like,
I didn't proofread it.
I left it alone, but I'm like,
no.
That's why people say what they say.
My teacher used to always say, Robert, proofread your work. I didn't proofread my work. I am so sorry. I shouldn't even read that. My bad.
No, you can read it. It doesn't help John when you read it. That's my thing. Because it's like, what are your true intentions by even bringing this up in the first place? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what I'm trying to figure out, y'all. Let me go back to get some. Y'all need to be. I told y'all need to share this show. I told you in the beginning. Now we're gonna have a lot of people coming back that can't comment on it now. But John Urie, under his Houston Superstars banner, said he asked questions. He didn't make a statement. See, I like that, John Urie. That was smart. He said, why? Because he said, why is Dallas basketball better than Houston as a whole? I'm not sure I think that way. I noticed I didn't say that. I might not think the way John does. I'm just reading the tweet. Is it better players? I've seen some better players in Houston. So this is subjective.
Right.
Are the high school coaches better? I think Coach Woods is one of the best.
I think there's good high school coaches all over the place.
All over the place. I'm talking about me personally. I'm talking about me right
now. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I'm talking about me. Right. I'm mean. I'm being me right now. Okay, hold on. Is it Houston guys beat up on each other? Yes. Y'all do? Yes, I've seen it. I've seen y'all beat up, and I don't condone it. I got people that walk by me and don't speak to me because I'm on the show with Jimmy.
Hey, man.
I keep trying to tell y'all, I ain't with that high school basketball mess. Don't put me in that damn mess. That's my disclaimer. Don't put me in y'all mess. Houston guys when you beat up each other, and I know you're doing it. Hell, you can walk past me. They ain't did nothing. I don't care about your tournament or your nothing. Come on, man.
But can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. Here's what people. I get what John's saying, and I don't know the culture of Dallas, so I'm not gonna sit up here and profess that I know what they're doing in Dallas. But there is a level of it's competition, man. It's competition. Those guys are putting their money and their resources into helping these kids the same way John is. And you know what they're promising those kids? My little nephew hit me the other day. You know what he said to me? Unc, I did everything you told me to do. He's trying to get what, Hatter? A scholarship.
Right.
You know what his daddy trying to get him? A scholarship. You know what his daddy see when his daddy sees a kid get ranked on the team that's not any better than his son? You know what? He get mad. You know what his daddy start doing when he get mad? Chopping up the other kid and chopping up the other parents. It's human nature. That's what they gonna do. Hey. Oh man, why is it? Hold on, man. This kid ain't better than my kid. That's what they do.
Let me repeat it again, Chris. Because faith comes by hearing and hearing the word. Let's elevate the conversations, John Uri. Yeah, I'm talking to you. See, you're making it about yourself. If you had to say it any other player except the one that you've been around the whole damn country talking about, we don't have time to talk about it because you talk about him all the damn time. I talk about him on this show. Jimmy talk about him on this show. What the? You must be talking about the other two guys. Because on this Chop Shop, if it ain't me, Alfio Visa, Jimmy Hicks, we talk about it. Do me a favor, John Uri. I don't know. I haven't went and looked at it. Go to Jimmy's website and type in PJ Haggerty's name. See how many times he's been mentioned. Before you get on here and talk about, let me tell you something. So you're not in media. So you should build a media relationship with these four guys that you always chastise and talk about, I'm the godfather of this city. You should build a alliance with these guys. You ain't got to kiss their ass. Listen to me. Don't you kiss nobody's ass. But you need to build an alliance with these guys and give them information on everything your guys do. Because every time Alfio puts something up there, I put it on my screen. Where 50,000 people a month sees it. And you worried about what somebody else ain't seen? Hold up. We should put hold on, let me put it on the damn screen. This is selfish. This the kind of stuff we're trying to prevent. We should be a concerted effort to promote kids who have earned it. PJ Hack, you shouldn't have mentioned. If somebody else scored some points, why didn't you mention that kid?
Isn't he one of the top players on the state?
Yes.
He's one of the top players in Houston.
Going to TCU. So everybody been talking about him. So what the hell are you talking about? Come on, Uri. Damn, elevate the conversation.
He's proud of his kid. But here's my thing, Hatter. Again, I'm not chopping up John or anybody else. He proud. I'm telling you, when you in it like that, you proud of your program. And sometimes, and I'm not even talking about John. Sometimes when you proud of your program, right? It's friendly fire. You chop other people up, but it's not. You don't say it's chopping because you don't feel like you get enough praise. And I'm like, what did Paige Becker say? You don't have to get praised by chopping people up. It's enough to go around.
Thank you.
And I
know for a fact he done chopped some players up.
No, my God.
I done heard him.
That's why I don't want to say anything.
No.
Come on, man. Let's stop that. Because in order to uplift your kid, you got to chop somebody else up.
Check this out. We got a email. chopshophtx@gmail.com. All anybody got to do is send information about their kid. I read that thing and I compile it. And then I bring it and say, I talk about your kid. 50,000 people a month view this. I got the analytics. Hold up, Tyler. On YouTube. I forgot about Facebook. I ain't even talking about Facebook. I'm talking about just on YouTube. And I'm sitting here, listening to a man. See, y'all got to understand this thing has changed. It's a paradigm shift. It's a new way to talk about a kid. We talk about every college coach watch this show. John Urie. They tell me, man, y'all crazy. I told you, I'm in Junior's thing last night, dude telling me, listen to me. Dude I've never met. He said, hey, mister, I'm going to buy you a mojito because I heard that what you like on the show. This, how, y'all, see, sometimes we're the problem. John Urie, I did this. It was intentional. I love what you said because I want to figure out a way to make the state of Texas great.
Exactly.
That's where I live.
Exactly.
I can live anywhere I want to right now, y'all. All my exes live in Texas. I mean, I'm just kidding. But no, we got to figure this thing out, man. That's all I'm trying. That's why I said it.
But they had people don't realize. I'm looking at what Rick's saying. They don't realize how big grassroots basketball is, man. It's big, man.
Big.
It's big. I mean, the kids aren't making money, but there's major interest generated. It's a whole industry. You got people running tournaments making money. Mm-hmm. You got people flying on planes. You got the airline industry making money, restaurants. There are certain cities that are built around summer sports. Like that place in Lake Point, that's built around, that whole little economy is built around people coming and playing in that facility. They just built all those courts in Kentucky. It's built around people coming and playing in that facility. Mm-hmm. It's huge. Mm-hmm. So guess what? It's competition. It's going to be fights. It's going to be anger. If you don't think them dudes in the NFL like each other, they don't like each other either. Mm-mm. You think in the NBA dudes like each other? Mm-mm. Man, they don't like each other, man. So if it filters down with people, to AAU, and we talking about mamas and papas and their babies, oh, man, come on, man.
You know what's so unique, Chris?
It's chaos.
Chris, I'm sitting there thinking about it. Thaddeus Moody lives in Chicago. As much, John Urie, I'm finna show you something, John Urie. I'm finna give you a parallel. He lived in Chicago, Illinois. Every time I see him at an event, he got on a Chop Shop shirt. In Chicago, we sit and talk about every kid, especially if you give me the information. John Urie, you ain't never gave me a text about nothing, your program. If it wasn't for Alfio, I wouldn't know nothing about your damn program. It could be talked about on this. You might not think this show good, but guess what? Them college coaches love this show. John Urie. They looking and listening. You never sent me a text. You never sent me an email talking about nothing about your kids. So input equals output. Now, hell you expect for me to talk about something and you ain't never sent me nothing. I wish I had one of them damn one of them light bulbs that come up from idea that pop up on the screen. I'm going to try to get me one of them. Input equal output.
John said he don't have your number.
Lying sucker shit. Lying sucker shit. Well, somebody got it. Somebody know. And by the way, if you haven't already subscribed to us on YouTube right now. Go to YouTube, type in Chop Shop HTX, all one word, and subscribe to us. This thing is you got to use it, y'all. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I don't mind you using me. Use this platform. Use my expertise. I just don't want nobody to misuse me. You follow me? Just don't misuse me. We need to get in a position, the power that we have, a guy that did so much in this community in basketball like you have, ain't nowhere in the world. Well, guess what? Chop Shop HT. If you don't have my number, chopshophtx@gmail.com. I done said that 1,000,000 times on this show. You know how to get in touch with me. There's no excuse. Let's elevate the conversation.
Hatter, you going to the Peace Jam or what?
Maybe.
They there for 2 weeks, I heard.
Yeah, maybe. Just maybe. If I feel like going to Atlanta, go give me some lemon pepper wings. I'll do it. I'm just not in a hurry to get on no plane unless it's business. I'm just, I'm just not in a hurry. But
I will say this: I was giving people a hard time last week about again their COVID restrictions, just so people know. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to say who it is. Had somebody that's very close to us, who's vaccinated, going to these events, had a terrible bout with COVID, and was vaccinated.
COVID vaccination don't stop you from getting it.
Well, I get it. I'm just saying that people still traveling, right, and going to certain places. Just know that if you've never had it, now this person has never had it, but they was vaccinated. Just know you can still get it. So need to be careful.
Wow.
Do what you got to do and make sure you're careful.
Some people just don't get it. I'm gonna just leave them alone. I'm just gonna. Some people you just don't get it. This man said, "I don't know." All I said was, "Send me the information." Why couldn't you just say, "Okay, I got the information. I'll send it to you"? I don't need a dissertation on that. I know who everybody you just mentioned on that. I don't need a dissertation, a thesis, a soliloquy. Come on, man. I ain't even mad at you. Just chopshophtx@gmail.com. Somebody print it in the screen. Maybe he can't hear, maybe he can see. If your kid do something, you around here mad at 4 guys, and you got a 5th one here that can rectify your damn problem, and you're on here talking crazy to him. Let me repeat that, y'all. Let me go back, y'all. I got to make an example out of this. You mad, you done tweeted about 4 guys, about what they ain't doing. You got 1 guy that says, "Send me the damn information," and now you want to talk crazy to the one that's saying he gonna help you. That's got to be the craziest shit in the world. Unfreaking believable. No. Kim, I can't make this up. This is why this show's so good. I can't make this up, Chris. Chris, what you got? What you got? How we going? Chris, it's about to get out of here, Chris. How we gonna end the show today? I had more about that subject.
Look like JL3 got handed that whooping by Blue Williams.
I don't expect JL3 to go down there and beat all them people.
Why not?
I just don't.
I'm saying, why not? They don't have any players?
I don't expect for them to go down to this particular tournament and win this tournament. They're gonna lose some games.
But I'm saying, are they gonna fare well? I don't know about winning.
I don't know, Chris. I don't know. But I don't expect. I'm not expecting. No, I'm not.
Mm.
Oh, I'm very elevated. All I did is gave y'all I just gave y'all a shining example of a guy. Cause y'all probably do this too. Somebody sit up and said, "Look, I got a headache, and you keep giving them Tylenol, and they want to take something else. I'm giving you the
Cluster.
Tylenol, but you want some goddamn strychnine. You're not happy with the media in Houston, and the media in Dallas is so great. So I said, hold on. Send me your information. Send me your information, and I'll talk about it. Well, I brought Josh Pastor to Josh Smith and what? Chris,
John
I
said,
told you in the beginning. Let's elevate the summer dude. No, don't call him summer dude. Cause John River, I'm not gonna let him get away with this. I know how intelligent this man is, but sometimes he gets these spells. You know, he gets these shit. Even Einstein, goddamn it, was damn near crazy right here. Einstein, he has some idiosyncrasies about himself. So, but shout out to everybody in the community. And all I'm trying to do, man, I'm trying to bridge that divide. I ain't telling you we got to agree with everything. But guess what? You showed me something today. You put up about 8 names in Dallas. Dallas double us. But hold up. No. It couldn't be. Because Gary Carter and Bobby Benjamin, Extra Eyes Media. That's 5. I'm sorry, y'all. No, I'm not bringing him to this damn show. He done been on this show before. No, sir. No, sir. Not talking like that. Barry McDonald. Barry Donald, you want to see a shit show? They had a shit show. They had a shit show on what's that? ESPN First Take this morning. If you want to see a shit show, go watch that. But I'm gonna show you how you can acquire a T-shirt. John Uri. Thaddeus Moody bought his T-shirt. John Uri, I'm not with that, John Uri. But Chris, Barry, you know I don't miss nothing. Y'all don't understand. I got a big ass screen sitting right in front of me with y'all names on. Corey Henderson talking. Barry McDonald, Paul McGrath. It's big. It's Joshua Thomas, King Sig. You supposed to at least have one ball hawk out there. Okay. Oh, they talk about summer basketball. John Uri, I got you. John Uri, I ain't important enough for you to have my number, but you've called me before. And it's the same number for 30 years. Chris, got the same number for 30 years. How many people you can say that? Same number.
oh man.
Same number for 30 years. But Chris, leave us with something. Chris, let me tell you something. It's live period number 2 this week. Quit laughing and get serious right now.
No. I'm just happy Vegas is back, man. I'm happy Vegas is back.
Oh.
Yeah, Vegas is back in the live period. So,
so Vegas, okay. Because I saw some teams saying they're going to Vegas. I didn't understand. I thought they weren't going to have nothing back in Vegas no more because of y'all. Because they was up.
They back, man. I was talking to my boy Gary Charles yesterday. He's running this event back in Vegas. So Vegas going to be hot again. Probably next summer. Probably not this summer, but next summer. They'll be back in Vegas.
Wow.
What that sorry Olympic team? They'll be back there.
I might go. They trying to get me to come up this weekend because there's some more USA basketball stuff going on this weekend.
I thought the women were there too.
They are there. The women there too, but it's some USA basketball there stuff. So it's just some stuff, some meeting stuff. But it's man, it's crazy, man. You know what? Shout out to me, man. Let me just shout out to my boy Damon Stoudemire. He's with the Boston Celtics. He left. He was the head coach at the Deep Pacific University. And shout out to him, man. Chris, The man, I want to count people's pockets, but I think the man making almost double, make double and maybe more. At the
Should have been the
moment,
head coach in Arizona. They should have
yeah,
gave him the Arizona job.
but yeah, but they didn't. That was their mistake.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this.
Uh huh.
Think about it.
Hmm.
Jamal Mosley just got Orlando.
Hmm.
The one kid, African kid, I forget his Ime
Emmy,
Udoff. I forget.
Emmy
I,
Oduko. Uh huh.
Aduko. He
Uh huh.
got the Celtics job.
Right.
I think Green got the Pelicans job
It's
today.
rumored, but he
Right?
is. Yeah.
I thought they made it official, but it's rumored.
Uh huh.
And there's one
He
more
can't
job
have the job now because they're in the finals. They have to
in
do
the
that
finals.
after the
But
finals.
there's one more. That's
I
another
got you.
job
I
open,
got you.
isn't it?
Finna tell you now. Darvin Ham gonna get
With
the
the Wizards.
Washington Wizards job. Yeah, I
Wizards.
found out that
We
last night.
got
Yeah,
a 3-year window. Had I told you,
you told me. Yeah,
3-year window.
but Chris, we were always. But guess what? On this show, we were complaining about the lack of diversity hires, lack of black coaches being hired in the last cycle. And guess what? This cycle,
On steroids.
yeah, but
And and you know what? And here's the thing. Look what Monty Williams is doing.
oh my
Why
goodness,
not?
Nate McMillan.
Why not?
Yeah,
It's just you got to get a chance, man.
yeah.
You got to be given a chance, and the one guy that can't be given a chance can't be the guy that shoulders everything if he doesn't succeed. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, man. Let me tell you something. What just happened, and I'm gonna run after this, but what just happened with the 76ers and the Rockets is a pure example of how people take care of each other. Am I not lying at her? Because
Preach it,
when, huh? Because
preach
that
it.
guy, you already know, because you know the people very well in the situation.
Yeah, preach it.
When the one guy left the Rockets, everybody's like, oh man, his contract, he'll never leave. Gone. Gone. Then the other guy who been there forever, all of a sudden retires. And guess what happens? Guess where he ends up? In Philly too. I'm like, hold on, man, this don't make sense. Somebody told me today, Shane Battier leaves the Heat. I want a career change. Guess where he gonna end up though? You know where he gonna end up? Who owns a piece of the Utah Jazz now?
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. So where's Shane Battier gonna end up? Utah. I'm just telling you, man, like people can make happen whatever they want to make happen. They can make happen. But you know what people do, Hatter? They take care of their friends.
And let me explain
Get
something.
you some friends.
I'm glad King Sticks just Darwin just mentioned something, Darwin. Let me tell you something, y'all. That's why I tell y'all to watch what y'all do and watch what y'all say on these Twitters and on this and how you treat people
That's right.
on your way. I talked to Sam yesterday, and Sam, he was just the guy who's making this decisions at the Washington Wizards. Everybody, but that guy didn't want Sam because him and Sam had some run-ins when Sam was a player with the Washington Wizards. Players, mamas and daddies of players, influences of players. John,
That's right.
everybody, tell them players why they playing. Man, build relationships and quit turning people off just
Hatter.
because you're a player. I'm sorry.
Hatter, I gave you 7 steps to getting better to dealing with the summertime, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 of them one was treat your teammates the right way,
Mm-hmm.
respect your coach, and don't play around on the bench. Ain't none of those got to do with playing. I didn't say make a basket. 3
Great
of the
point.
4
Great
was
point.
about respect and doing things the right way because people remember that. And you
They
got to
remember.
realize the dudes that are making decisions most of the time, they ain't never played.
I'm
They
serious,
never
man.
played.
Tell your groom. Don't tell them because they ain't gonna do what you tell them. Groom your kids if they in college basketball. Be nice to everybody. The ball boy, the everybody. Cause the guy that's preventing Sam from getting that job was a guy that, he just moved up in the ranks. I never forget, y'all, when Penny and when Penny went to Orlando Magic, our media guy was Alex Martin. Guess
That's
what?
right, Villanova.
Yeah, he always remembered how I treated him as the media. Always had Penny on time. Always said, He is the vice president in the G. He's over basketball at the Orlando Magic now. He used to be, think about it. That's why we can make a call and say, interview Penny. Because we want Larry Brown on this team. Relationships, ladies and gentlemen, with all this smart talking to people of power all the time. You might need a Chris Walker. You might need a Jimmy Hicks. All I'm trying to do is teach you how to navigate through this thing. You got
Hattie,
to
when
sorry.
you play cards, you always say, "Man, I got me a joker. I got me a joker up our sleeve." You already know that you just gonna just take care of business and just kill everything. That's called kindness. That's called respect. That's your joker. But because there's talent everywhere, man.
Yes.
They ain't a lot. There's a whole lot of talent everywhere. There ain't a whole lot of good people, man. There's a whole lot of talent. There's a whole lot of talent. Very few good people.
Chris, you got to stay for this. I was in I was interviewing for a new client presentation. I never forget. The mom said she always remember this. I told her, the biggest minority in the world is good and competent people.
Mm-hmm.
You can find some good people. Your preacher good, your person that he good, but he might not be competent in this business that you're trying to do. You might find some competent people, but they might be the worst snakes in the world. I'll never forget. I tell the people all the time, boxing, Donald King was the greatest boxing promoter ever, but I couldn't trust him. He was competent, but I couldn't trust him. So the biggest minority, when you can find, what you said, Chris, a good and a competent person, boy, you keep them around.
Mm-hmm.
If you find a good barber and a competent barber, keep him around. If you find a good agent and a competent agent, keep him around, because they are in the minority. I'm telling you. A good whatever you do in your house, the person who a good and competent yard man. Because you can have a yard man that they know you ain't there. They trying to jump over your fence. I'll get in because they can get in your backyard because they got to cut your backyard. Good and competent people are the biggest minority of the world. And that's what I try to be in that. I try to be good at what I do, competent at what I do. And I try to say, okay, all right. I just try to be good. I just hate. Now, hold up. I ain't taking no mess off nobody. Being good don't mean being no punk now. I ain't going to take no mess. But guess what? Genuinely, let me tell you something. I always tell you, in all my deals, I try to make them a win-win situation. It ain't no, if I'm winning and you winning, man, let's get in this deal. I got a good, no, sir. If you ain't winning, I ain't winning. When I negotiate with these teams, I tell them, you gonna win. You getting this talent. But I got to have this money. What's that old man, that video? That man said, tell him to bring me my money. What's the coach? The black coach? You got to see it, Chris. I know some of y'all know it. It's a little video of some small college beat a big college. And they beat a big college. They knocked them off. They beat them and they got to pay them the check. Appearance check.
Yeah.
And he told the guys, he was in the locker room. He talking to this guy, yeah. Then he said, hey, tell them folks to bring me my money. I'm gonna play it on the show one day. Unbelievable. And that's what this thing about, man. Good and competent people are in a minority. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Chris, because I feel for Sam Cassell. Listen to me. Will make somebody. I own the team. Yeah, I know him. I know it's hard. Sam Cassell gonna make somebody a great coach. I'm telling you, his problem right now, he's been under Doc Rivers. Doc ain't won. If Sam was on one of these teams that in the finals right now, he have that job, one of those jobs. But now the guy at the Wizards can say, hey, but he really don't, you don't like him. I mean, hey, people don't like you. So,
Hey, man, part of it.
yeah. Oh, thank you, Rick. It was Appalachian State versus Michigan. You know they give big money. Thank you,
I
Rick.
got like $1 million.
Yeah. And man said, bring me my money. You got to see him, Chris. He said, bring me my money. But shout out to everybody today, man. I hope this helped you today. Thank you so much, Chris, man. Tomorrow, Women Rock Wednesday. On Thursday, Big Junior Lofton is gonna be in the building. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk to him. We got an Olympian that grew up on the chop shop. Chris, we got an Olympian that grew up in this area. Not Olympian, I'm sorry. A gold medalist. I'm sorry. A gold medalist. I saw the gold medal. He gonna have that gold medal. But that's what this thing is about, Chris. Chris, this thing that you birthed is doing a lot of things. Because I get the emails. Doing a lot of things in this community, man. Let's push it and let's make sure. Chris, what you said is 49 million people, black people.
49 million black people.
We got the power to make this bigger than CBS if we wanted to.
Or if we wanted to.
We got the power now. Hey, you know what? We can't sit on here and say, they holding me back. They holding us back. No, we holding ourselves back. I can't subscribe but one time. They don't let me. But guess what? Everybody I meet, I ain't doing it for me. Everybody I meet, Jeffrey Day, I said, man, are you subscribed to the Chop Shop? It's good conversation. Some of you guys, who scared a girl and see a girl, I'm finna give you some action. How you can get to them and have them laughing. Hey, just do me a favor. I ain't trying to talk to you. Have you heard of this show called Chop Shop? Go to your YouTube right quick. Women, if you're trying to catch a guy, you gonna really work with the women. Hey, by the time she hit that subscribe button, y'all gonna have a conversation. Y'all gonna sit there and talk. She might go have some tea with you. I'm just telling you. I'm giving you some game, Chris. I'm giving some free game, Chris. But it wasn't. I don't know who it was, Mr. Dash. I don't know who it was. It was the North Carolina A&T football coach. I don't know who it was, but I'm going to find it, Chris. I'm going to have it for you tomorrow. That man said, bring me my money. But what's up, Fob? You're late. Thank y'all, man.
Yeah, Fob late because Fob was, we were talking about LeBron and Fob didn't say nothing, so I know Fob.
No, not that the Fob. This the brother Fob.
No, Fob is. I know the Fob. Which Fob that is?
Okay. That's the Fob who was coaching that team down there, assistant coach of that team down there that went down to Alabama, wherever it was, and I think they won all the games. I think
that's the Fob. That's a LeBron hater. I think that's him for sure. For sure. Hey, good show though, brother. Look at it, on the road moving. So
the EYBL starts now. I'm gonna go try to find it. I'm gonna go watch me a few games. I want to go watch some right now. Thank you. You sent me the link. Thank you, Dash. Boy, that's why I love it. Boy, I love this Boom Boom Room. Y'all know, I might get on y'all. I might get on y'all or some of y'all. But man, y'all got to understand, when we off the air, we really talk about y'all all the time. I'm going to tell y'all, even him, he talking about he was going to chop somebody up today. He done forgot to chop the person up today. He was
I'm not going to do that.
I know it. But
I like when they come after me. It's fun.
He like when they come out. But yes, a JL3 loss. That's all right. They're going to bounce back. They got 2 weeks of basketball, Chris.
Pro Skills beat team final?
Huh? Who did
Pro
what?
Teams beat. It said Pro Skills best team final. Man, I saw Pro Skills in a while ago, and I was like, oh my god.
Chris,
team final supposed to be loaded, I think.
They added something. Yeah.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. I gotta check my.
Yeah, let's go check out Traps, but we'll see y'all later. We're gonna slide down Dino's back. Hold on. No. Shatter show on the way out the door. Shatter show on the way out the door. Hey, Barry, Barton Creek, that's my second home. Boy, hey, Chris, when you go to Barton Creek, boy, you got to take out a loan to play on that joint, Barry McDonald talking about. You got to take out a loan to play on that joint. When I tell you, but a shatter show before you before you leave the door, whatever Jimmy be saying. And we're gonna slide down Dino's back, and what we're gonna do? Yabba dabba do this thing. See, I don't usually say that.
For sure.
But sure, we'll see y'all later. Thank you. All
All
right.
right.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop.